Hi everybody, welcome to my kitchen. Welcome to Karen's Sizzle and Spice. We're making a really fun one today. It's chicken in a peanut sauce. Now I did make a video once before. In fact, it's video number 118 where I made peanut butter noodles. This one is totally different because it's got a totally different flavor profile. This one has tomato sauce and orange juice and ginger and honey. It's fantastic. Let's get this going. Here's what we're gonna need for this dish today. We're gonna start off with some chicken breast. These two are humongous. We're gonna wanna cut these into 4 nice cutlets. This might even make more cutlets I might have left over, but we want nice thin chicken cutlets for this dish. We're gonna be using some peanut butter. We're gonna be using some peanuts. We'll be using some soy sauce. We'll be using some honey and salt and pepper, of course. I'm gonna serve this with some angel hair pasta because we love it. You could serve it with rice, whatever you like. We're gonna use the juice of a couple of oranges. We're gonna use some ground ginger. And we're gonna talk a little bit about the differences between tomato products. Have you guys ever wondered the difference between the different tomato products at the store? I know that I have. This recipe calls for tomato puree. What is tomato puree compared to tomato sauce? Well, tomato sauce, they very often add a lot of other ingredients, salt and sugar and all sorts of things. You can look at the side of the can to see what they actually add to tomato sauce. Now, tomato paste is very thick, pure tomatoes. There's no other ingredient in here but tomatoes. Now, tomato puree, just like it sounds, tomato pure, there's no other ingredients inside there besides the tomato. But it's a little bit more fluid, it's a little bit more liquidy than tomato paste. So I didn't have any tomato puree. I can make tomato puree by using equal parts of tomato paste and water, and there we have our tomato puree. I'm gonna start by butterflying this chicken. I'm taking a nice sharp knife right down the middle of the meat, and I'm cutting it across this way, back and forth. As it starts to come apart, you can start pulling it apart this way, and we have a couple of beautiful chicken cutlets that way. You'll notice I have a board on top of my big board. The reason for that is I don't wanna contaminate the big board with the chicken. So I'm gonna cut all my chicken on this board, get rid of this, and then we'll use the big board for everything else. Have you guys met my sous chef, Eddie? He's really the best. He helps me so much in the kitchen, the cleanup, the cameraman, he is the best. Thanks, Eddie. Mwah.
You're welcome.
Mwah. Mwah.
Anytime.
You're the best. I'm gonna let you pound out that chicken for me. If you take the saran wrap and just put it on top of the chicken,
Okay.
and then just start pounding it out with your kitchen mallet, the smooth side, of course, because we want these chicken cutlets to be nice and thin and even so they'll cook evenly.
Okay.
Look what a beautiful job Ed did pounding these out. They're nice and thin now, and they're all the same size, so they'll cook evenly. I'm just going to salt and pepper them quite liberally, which means I'm gonna use quite a bit. Chicken just begs for salt and pepper. Do a little pepper. I'm just gonna turn these over and do the other side. Ed, we're gonna need about 1/2 cup of orange juice, so we're gonna just keep squeezing some fresh orange juice till we get 1/2 cup. Now that our chicken is seasoned, you know, it's only gonna take a short time to cook. The chicken breasts are nice and thin. It won't take long at all. That's the beauty of, one of the beauties of this meal. It's the sauce here that's gonna create such fabulousness. So into a bowl, I'm gonna mix 1 cup of my tomato puree. And remember, I mixed my tomato paste with equal parts of water to create my puree. I have about 1/2 cup of creamy peanut butter here I'm gonna add. Yummy. I'm adding that 1/2 cup of freshly squeezed orange juice. And of course, remember, you could use orange juice right out of the fridge. I happen to have the fresh oranges, so I thought I would use it. We'll pour that right into here. We're gonna use a couple of tablespoons of soy sauce. Isn't this sounding fun, you guys? Woo-hoo, this is gonna be a good one. And then we're putting in a couple of tablespoons of honey. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yes. And you know, as we go along here, we're gonna taste this sauce to see if we wanna tweak it at all, see if we wanna add a little more soy, a little more honey, whatever. Now I'm gonna add about half a teaspoon of ground ginger. And if you love ginger, add more. All right, let's mix that up here. Oh yeah, look at that. How could that not be good? What do you think, Eddie?
Sure sounds good.
Can you smell the peanut butter?
Yes.
Yum, yum. Friends, I have my pot of water coming to a boil for my pasta. Again, I love that angel hair pasta. This would be great with rice. You can make it with a vegetable, whatever you like. I'm using my largest non-stick skillet. I've got a little bit of butter in there, and I'm gonna add some olive oil to it. Now that my pan is good and hot, I'm gonna get these chicken breasts in here, and I'm only gonna brown these for 3 minutes or so on each side because it's gonna cook more with the sauce. Ooh, I love that sizzle. And we'll turn these over in 3 minutes. Now that this chicken's been in the pan for just a couple minutes, I actually don't want to cook it too far because I don't want it to dry out. Now for the sauce, I'm going to add that right to my chicken here. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. I'm going to bring this to a simmer, and then we're going to let this cook on low for about 15 minutes. That's all it'll take. Now that it's come to a boil, I'm going to turn it down to simmer, and I'm going to put my cover on the pan. While my chicken is simmering away, and by the way, it smells heavenly in here. I can't wait to try it. I haven't made this chicken in a long time, so I'm really looking forward to it. I've got my fresh parsley from the garden, and I'm just kind of pulling off the best part of it there. We don't want to get a lot of seeds in there. These are just for topping. My parsley. Ugh, it smells so nice when it's fresh out of the garden. I just love it. It seems like the summer just started, and I feel like it's gonna go way too soon. So you gotta take advantage of all this freshness while you can. I'm also gonna top this chicken with some peanuts. And I'm just gonna give them a rough chop here and get them ready for topping. Friends, the chicken's been cooking here for about 15 minutes, simmering here in a pan. Let me taste this to see if it needs anything else. Ooh, that's good. Taste the peanut butter first, then the orange juice, and then the soy. It's delicious. Now I'm gonna check to make sure the chicken is done. We want it at about 160 before we turn it off. Let's see. And it's perfect. So I'm gonna cover this, and I'm just gonna get my pasta drained. And it's time for plating and tasting, our favorite time. Alexa, stop. Friends, this looks delicious. Ed cannot wait to get his mouth around this. Go ahead and try it, Ed. I'm gonna put a piece of chicken on my plate. Ed, do you want a little more of the sauce on your pasta?
Yeah, okay.
Here. Ugh, it smells so heavenly and peanutty in here.
Great, thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna add some of the chopped nuts to my plate. Oh yeah, I love the crunch. I'm gonna add some parsley from my garden. This is a beautiful thing, you guys. Let me try the chicken. What do you think, Ed?
The chicken is done perfect. I'm tasting everything that's in that sauce. It's unbelievable how it just goes in order. I taste the tomato, the peanuts, everything.
I love foods like that have layers and layers of flavor, and you can taste each ingredient separately. This is fantastic, especially if you guys love peanut butter, your kids love peanut butter, they're gonna love this one. I hope this becomes one of your new personal favorites. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I love the comments, keep them coming in, it's great. So happy cooking, happy eating, and we'll see you next time. We're gonna eat now. Bye-bye.